Pop. We're good? We good now?
Are we good?
Yeah.
Can you hear us?
Mike,
Mike, that's why are you saying Mike Wiesner's name over and over again?
See if you can hear us.
Oh my gosh.
That is all.
Hello, Beatrice.
We're back.
We're back. Better than ever.
So excited. Yay,
Sorry,
Thursday.
it has been a little crazy around here. We have the Arizona Dark Sky Party coming up next week, which turns into a huge festival. So I've been working on welcome packets and name tags.
But apparently certain individuals didn't like fonts, which shame on them. I like it. To me, it looks like a good...
I took it to Kentifer, and he said, I don't like that.
Just say, well,
He
then
said,
you don't
change
get,
it.
then you
He
don't
said,
get one,
change
Kentifer.
it.
You do not get
He
one.
said, change it. I'm like, oh, gosh.
Yeah, this one. What are we going to talk about today? Just kind of what's going on. Is there an Arizona Dark Sky site, more or less, just the event calendar?
Well, we can talk a little bit about what's going on. And then we can talk about the IDA, because I just did some research on it yesterday for a class that I have.
Nice.
Oh, good. Mike says it's crazy there too. Yes.
Good. As long as the
That's
crazy is
good.
being spread out evenly. We're all
Across
good.
the United States, obviously.
Across the whole United States.
Yeah, so we could talk about a little bit about that. What do you want to start with?
Let's finish with the IDA, because I think that's the most important thing to...
It's,
Stinking microphones. I was not made for this. Someone told me to come on.
I told Tyler to come on because
You don't like being by
I
yourself.
don't like being by
I'm
myself.
by myself.
Don't wanna be. Oh wait, we can't sing that. We'll get in trouble.
That's true. So the Arizona Dark Sky Star Party that you, Scott, Kent, everybody in the whole entire office is geared up and ready for, that Kent and Scott are going to next week. Do we know who the keynote? We know who some speakers are, right?
Yeah, there is quite a few speakers. I can't tell you how many off the top of my head because the list was pretty long. Let's see here. I think it's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I think there's 13 speakers, I think.
13 speakers.
I believe so. You can look at the schedule. If you type in Arizona Dark Sky Party, you should be able to see the schedule off to the right. But the really cool thing is if you go on the back of your name tag, we're going to have a QR code for the schedule, so you don't have to carry that around in your pocket on a piece of paper. You are on the wrong page.
Yeah, I just want some stickers.
And then there's also a discount code for anybody that attends that will expire at the end of the year. But yeah, so I think there's 13 speakers.
Let's see, we have David Levy, obviously. Well, first we got, of course, our president and founder, Scott Roberts, of
yep.
Course Scientific, and then David Dr. Levy. That would be a great man to meet one of these days. Deborah Gaines.
And then Vince
Of course, we got the park manager, Vince McAuliffe.
McAuliffe. I'd be nice to say.
And then Elisa Bristow, talking about the Oracle Dark Sky Cultural Festival. And then you got the open session ends, and then at sunset's the first night of astronomy for registered attendees in the observing field at the Oracle State Park. And that's the thing with a state park, which you may have to correct me if I'm wrong, and probably might, is you can show up to the event, right? Like just random.
No, so Oracle State Park usually closes after a certain hour. In order to be able to go in and out of the park, you have to be an attendee to the festival. So I think in the evening it's different. Mike might be able to correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that that's what they were saying, was that their passes would get them in and out of the park, because they usually shut down. They usually close it.
Yeah, since it's a state regulated or federally regulated park, it closes within
Go
a
back
certain
to
hour.
let's see if he said.
Oh yeah.
Would you check and see?
Cool. Nope.
Nope. Mike. So Mike, just correct us if we're wrong. I believe that's what we said in the meeting a couple of weeks ago. I don't know. Anyways.
And then it looks like the next day is you have the park manager again, Vince, talking at 9 o'clock to 9:30 a.m. Open session and then introductory remarks by Scott, and of course again Dr. David Levy, and then Dr. John Barentine. And then at 11:15. Now this is what is this? Thursday. And you got Mike, and then you go to lunch. There's going to be a ton.
Yeah, I think there's 13.
Oh, Steve Edberg's even going to
Dr.
be
Connie
there.
Walker
Connie
is talking.
Walker.
Chris Walker's talking. Stephen Edinburgh, Adam Block. And then the end of Thursday's talks. And then you go into Friday, the Biosphere 2 self-guided tour for registered attendees in the morning.
Yep.
The speaking continues. Fred Espenek? Neck?
I think it's Neck.
David Eicher and Brandon Hamill. Oh, gosh, what did you do?
I had my finger moved.
Yeah,
Finger moved.
and then there's...
Yeah. Nope. Still not here for Mike.
So, and then you have the Oracle Dark Sky Cultural Festival that goes from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., which is food, drink, music, art, stargazing at Nana Marie's restaurant. That sounds like fun. Oracle Community Center, Orr House, Hilltop Tavern and Restaurant, Oracle Patio Cafe and Market. So those are different places that you can do stargazing, is what that's saying, between 6 and 9.
So it's more like sidewalk astronomy.
Yeah, and then you have all-night stargazing at the observing site for the registered attendees. So,
nice.
And then, of course, you go into Saturday. Bird Walk with Kent Martz, Geology Walk with Tom Buckley, Bat Experience at 5 p.m. Which,
Up on the other screen,
okay, what?
you can watch the comments as I push them through.
Okay. Keep going.
Yeah, so anyways, we have the Bat Experience. I really, really am excited about the Bat Experience because during that time, too, we're going to be getting out our night vision
Yeah.
scope thing.
Yeah.
And they're going to be able to do that at the lake.
But you're not going to be there, so I won't get the enthusiasm to know.
I'm still excited
that
about
Kent
it.
will film you screaming when a bat flies in your hair.
I'm not going to be there.
I know. That's the sad part.
I've had a bat fly at me. I'm not going to go screaming.
You never know.
He thinks
Bigger
I'm
bats.
fragile. It's like,
You
I
are
don't understand. I am not fragile. I have to
they're
work
bigger
with you.
bats. Bigger bats in Arizona.
I have to work with you. So I'm not fragile at all.
true.
Okay, so then a public star party with music on the patio at KRH, and then all-night stargazing, and then Sunday is door prizes
Sweet.
at 11. So you stay for the whole event, get those door prizes. It looks like they're not going to be giving those out to the last day. Let's see here. He did not say.
No, he did not say. That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Mike's probably busy. Mike's
Greeting, fellow Astro addicts.
Oh, George. How's it going, George? How you doing, buddy? And of course, we got Beatrice, we got Synthol Negapan, and that's what we've got right now.
And Solar. Who's Solar? I've never met them. Hello, Solar.
Oh, Solar's Pop.
It's Pop?
Pop.
Pop Solar?
Yep. Well, I just said Pop next to the name. So, yeah.
Let's talk about the IDA, because what's really cool about the Arizona Dark Sky Party, I think they're trying to make that a national, aren't they trying to make that a certified international dark sky
I think it is
site?
certified.
Is it already?
I think it is.
Mike Wiesner, would
think
you
it
correct
is.
us on
I'm gonna
that? Yes
check
or
right
no?
now.
I'm in college, but anyways, I had an assignment due, and I had to find a nonprofit organization that I needed to highlight.
Yeah.
So I chose the IDA.
Yep, it's part of.
Oracle State Park is.
Yep.
And so it was really neat to dig into some of the data and the facts, statistics of what is going on with our environment because of light pollution.
It's amazing how much a little light destructs or abstracts the whole ecosystem.
So I found an article where one of the bigger cities, I can't remember which one it was, had a major blackout. This has been years and years and years ago, but had a major blackout, and the people actually started calling the police
I think it was
because
New York.
it started calling the police because there was a white
It was New York.
thing in the sky, and they're like, that's the Milky Way.
Yeah.
Because
people didn't. I mean, it had to be in a heavily pop. I think it was either New York or Texas that had that.
Wade said he made it for the weekly comedy hour.
You're welcome, Wade. I'm glad you continued.
The park is an IDA International Dark Sky Park. Mike Wiesner says the community of Oracle wants to become an international dark sky community. That's what I was trying to figure out. Yeah, so which is really cool. But yeah, they. I think the fact I read was in 2016, 80% of Americans live under light pollution.
Well,
Or light gaze, or whatever you want to call it.
I believe it.
Sky gaze. And so we don't really know what the sky looks like.
I do. Looks like a sky.
Well, I know you know.
I mean, it's honestly sad that people don't know and aren't really familiar with the IDA. Mm-hmm. Other than the fact when if you know astronomy, then you know about the IDA or you've heard the IDA mentioned before, and you're either your astronomical league mentions or anything else. But other than that, it just stops there. No one else tries to pursue it. No one else tries to do anything about it, and it can be a battle and a chore to get your city to recognize that there is an actual issue with light pollution.
I mean, there really is. I mean, I live in a Bortle 3, and I still have.
Yeah.
I mean, there's streetlights everywhere.
I have street lights, but they have the appropriate shaded or whatever you want to call it, lamp shades that point everything down. But it's the homes. It's the houses, the cheap erector set houses that contractors just throw up the, what do you call it?
I don't know, whatever lighting
The
that is.
lighting that goes on the houses, and they're usually LED, they're usually brighter, and they're just open.
Yeah.
They're just constantly open, and it's just flooding everything.
Yeah, and I don't think people realize how much that actually, like, messes with the dark. Like, I know most people are scared of the dark or whatever's around their house or whatever's outside, so they leave lights on and stuff like that. But I don't think they realize how much.
And you're messing with bird migration, insect migration. You're messing with a whole bunch of stuff. Is Annie a Bama fan? Oh, God. I hate to know where this joke is going.
So I am not any sports fan whatsoever. So there's the answer to that. What is the joke, Wade?
I must know the joke. It's going to be good.
I'm going to see. Okay,
but yeah, it has such a disrupt on the ecosystem. It is ridiculous how much it actually hurts stuff.
I don't know. I mean, if people are...
She's wearing you're wearing houndstooth.
I am not wearing houndstooth. Tyler called it my Battlestar Galactica shirt.
Galaga, yeah.
Galaga. So this is what happens. I buy a new shirt and people make fun of me. So it makes me not want to buy a new shirt anymore.
Make fun of you.
And I don't wear houndstooth because I don't like houndstooth. What did you say?
We don't make fun of you because you bought a new shirt.
We just make fun of her?
They just make fun of me in general. It literally is literally like being around my brothers when I was little.
No, we're better.
I don't think so.
We're better.
Okay.
Better.
Anyways, back to what we were talking about.
The IDA.
Okay, so most people don't realize. I don't think most people realize because if they were born in a big city, grew up in a big city, never experienced anything outside of a big city, they're not ever going to know what the sky actually looks like.
Until they actually go somewhere where it's dark, and then they're just confused.
But will they really go somewhere where it's dark?
I mean, if you think about it, people travel. Eventually, somewhere down the road, maybe either they go to the lake or they go to overseas somewhere. They're on a plane and they get high up when there's no moon out. I mean, granted, the plane produces enough light pollution. You're going to see something. You'll see some Milky Way clouds in the sky, whether you're at the lake, you're overseas, somewhere, you're going to have an actual dark sky. Eventually, you might run into it.
But I think there's so many people out there that live in big cities, they never travel outside of that.
Well, that's why we do astrophotography.
Everything you need is in the big city.
I don't think so, Tim. Don't think so.
Can they hear you, Paul?
Yes.
Oh, somewhat. He says everything you need is in the big city. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think so
Milky
either.
Way is not in the big city because you can't see it.
It is in the big city.
You just can't see it.
You can't see it.
People in the big cities, I mean, you just can't visibly see it, and I want to see it. That's what I would like to do.
You cannot see it.
I would love to just build a house somewhere that not ruined by any type of light pollution. Just step out and say, oh.
Wade.
Yeah. Here's a good one for you, Paul.
Are missing out on a lot.
Urinating on trees.
Yes, wide open spaces and peeing on trees, Wade Pretney says.
No, only a Texan will actually tell you that.
Hey, I was just in Texas.
Hey, where'd you go? I know it's
Midland, Odessa. Midland, Odessa, and it was cold.
Well, cold to you maybe, not every other normal
No,
person.
it was literally cold.
What's cold?
It was in the 40s in the morning.
That's awesome. That's brisk. It's not cold. Did you see your breath?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah,
I was
exactly.
chasing a 5-year-old and trying to squeeze into a car.
So Tyler's going to move to Oracle. Cool. If I can convince my wife, that's going to be hard to do.
Wait, cold and empty. Cold, wide open spaces that are cold and empty.
It's the best kind of spot there is, cold and empty. Nothing's around. You don't have to worry about nothing.
Well, you can see forever. Well, you can see forever in Texas.
And I keep forgetting he's from Louisiana. Originally, he's from Louisiana.
Oh, originally he's from Louisiana,
No,
but he lives in Texas.
but he lives in Texas.
Is
So he
that-
traded one humidity for another. That's what he did.
But I don't feel like Texas has as much humidity as Louisiana.
Depending on Tyler's heart. Cold and empty. There's the joke, Howard.
That is Tyler's heart.
Yep.
Okay.
So how do you get involved with the IDA?
My ex-girlfriend.
What's the whole point of the IDA for individuals?
To make awareness and educate their community about the effects of light pollution.
But how does that affect me? I don't care.
Actually, it does affect you. It actually it messes with your health.
But how?
Aw, Wade loves you.
Well, it's okay.
So, so we have, I think we've talked a little bit about this on another show about the health benefits of dark sky and what it can do for you. It actually
Yeah,
is.
we did on your you had a
I had
presentation
a, I
or
had
a
a,
paper.
I,
You did
I
a
found
paper.
an article. I
Yeah.
did. It wasn't my paper. I
Well,
found an article.
Yeah.
I found an article on the health benefits of dark skies and how it helps you. It helps you your health wise. I mean, because we all have our bodies have cycles and things like that, and we need to be in the light. I mean, I couldn't even imagine living in Alaska and always being.
Oh, that would be awesome. Can see the aurora borealis.
But then you have to be there when the sun never goes down.
That's fine. You adjust. And that's the good thing about being human is we are the most adaptable creature out there. We adapt, or we die. One or the other. It's either you do or you don't. It's pretty easy. Love you too, Wade. Heart.
My face. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I have to look at all the time.
This is how we work. This is how we work in customer
That's it.
service. Customer service. So yeah, no. I mean, there's ways to donate. You could start a chapter. There's lots of things. So why don't you go to the website and let's look at it?
We will look at it.
But we don't have a way to share it.
That's fine.
I do want one of their T-shirts.
Their T-shirts are right. Maybe old Mike will get you one.
Save the dark. I want a T-shirt.
Join the dark sky.
Join the Dark Sky movement.
Let's see. We're gonna go to
Take action. Go over to Take Action.
Take action, so we can donate. Do
Do
something.
something now.
Excuse me. Oh my goodness.
What are you going to do now? Which, of course, I mean, the easiest
See,
thing.
that's what I'm talking about
Okay,
is-
so there's a photo on here of showing the houses before and the houses after when they changed the type of lighting on the houses. It's a drastic change.
I think I don't think there needs to be LED lights, personally, for the outside. Because I mean, that's still producing some type of light pollution. Not as much as it was, but.
But even at that, I think the idea behind this picture is that you can, in your own home and your own environment,
Yeah, you can make a
change the
drastic
lighting.
change.
Change the lighting. But it looks like they had that. That looks like an apartment complex. Is what that looks like.
Maybe or
And-
townhomes.
Yeah, and it looks like they changed one of the street lights to
Yeah,
parking lots to a hooded.
Which that's, I may need to talk to my wife and see if she wants to change the house lights, if you will. That's what if you want to call them.
Get alerted to our calls to action. They also, the other really cool thing about this website was they have fixed. Opposable funds. So what's really cool about the IDA is they actually have a link to a page that shows what kind of lighting that are approved through the IDA, and you can search their database, and they also show you where you can purchase those at. So they're not just like, they help you go and find things.
Yeah.
So you're not, I mean, there's a lot of research on here.
See, I never understood why you needed street lights on the sidewalks every 75 feet.
Because everybody thinks that it's got to be lit up like daytime.
Well, that's ridiculous.
Because they're afraid.
Get up, you're gonna get robbed.
Yeah, they're
goofy.
afraid you're going to get hurt. You're afraid there's something's going to happen.
Well, and you can't see where you're walking because there's other lights, so the light pollution causes you to need street lights.
Yes.
They also have a step-by-step assessment guide. Go back, please.
Going back.
Scroll up.
Scrolling up. Yes, boss.
It looks like they have a step-by-step guide to conduct an outdoor lighting assessment around your house, apartment building, property line, community center, community, or whatever. I need to do that on my property, so maybe the ghost behind me can stop having.
You live next to a cemetery. You kind of, you're just SOL.
No such thing as ghosts.
And that too.
No. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the huge spotlights they have in my back, pointing out in the back of my house.
Why do they have spotlights in a cemetery?
This is the joke.
Who's going to visit a grave in the middle of the night?
Robbers? Grave robbers?
Oh my God. That was a terrible dad joke.
You asked, I answered. Okay, go back to the comments. I want to see what people are saying to us.
What about your dad joke?
Just make sure they are amber and hooded. George Lutz says need less light at night to help reset bio clocks. Yes, George, that is correct. That's what I was saying.
Yep.
And then Wade has just announced that you and him both have opposable thumbs.
No,
So possums.
yeah, so do possums.
Do they really?
Uh-huh.
It's great for using the remote to the Xbox.
So they can roll real easily. Oh, no, I'm thinking of armadillos.
Yeah. You're,
Thinking of armadillos.
how do opposable thumbs help
So you can talk.
you roll?
So you can talk.
That doesn't have
I don't know.
Okay.
See, that's the other thing is
Yeah.
why has no one ever invented an actual light, like a light that supports the IDA? They have every light known to man, every lumen known to man, but none of them say IDA
Because
approved.
have you ever noticed that our society likes to go straight to LED lights for everything?
No, it's
LED
cost
lights.
effective.
It's cost effective.
Cost
It
effective.
lasts longer. It's blah blah blah.
It's like saying electric cars are great. So you trade one fossil fuel for the next. One that we have a plenty abundance of, the one we do not. But yes, one is more energy efficient. Yes. Makes no sense. None to me.
I saw a meme the other day with an electric car pulling a solar panel behind it.
IDA
how's it
approved.
charges?
Well, Mike, we need to have them come to Arkansas because I don't think they're here.
No, he's saying there's approved ones. You said why hasn't anybody created one just for the IDA?
Like a light bulb that's just for the I don't see why the IDA doesn't, come out with an idea that we can just approved light fixtures, but light bulbs. This is IDA approved light bulb. Just stamp of approval kind of deal. I'll have to look into the light fixtures for
The
sure.
light fixture is different than a light bulb, so
Well, the light,
I mean,
you want
if it's
the
a
amber
light,
light,
but if it's a light fixture that already has a light bulb in it, I guess then the
doesn't
IDA
have
would
light,
be
light fixtures don't have light bulbs in it. You have to put the light bulb in the fixture.
no. Some of them come with already.
Maybe. I'm gonna have to look.
Now we're getting
Now
into
I'm
technical. Now we're
looking.
getting into technical things.
IDA.
Why don't you just go to the list of approval?
Because I just want to just Google it and see what you come up with. Yeah. See, when you Google just IDA, because no one's going to just go straight to the IDA and do all this, that, this, and this.
There's Dyke Stars right there.
Yeah.
It's the second one.
Lighting Basics, Dark Sky Realtors. Retailers.
Which is Home Depot and
See, there. That's what I need.
residential. Click it. What happens?
Clicking.
What
I
happens?
don't know. Wall mount, pole mount, ceiling. Yeah.
I didn't even think about your seal, like your.
See, you get all this stuff.
But don't
All
some of
this
those already come with
mix.
scroll up?
Some come with
Like the
homes.
bridge LED.
The bridge.
The bridge
Oh, this-
LED sconce. Does it already come with a light?
I doubt it. I seriously doubt it. 18 inches high? No, I doubt that. No, I doubt it. I don't know. I have no idea. IDA works both the IES and lighting manufacturer.
That's cool.
Mike already beat us to the punch.
Mike knows everything.
He does.
Mike Wiesner.
He does know everything. So we're getting ready for,
encyclopedia.
so the IDA is a great idea for anybody that's getting involved with astronomy community, get involved with your community about lighting. There's no reason to have 75 different lights on, and my neighbors are bad for this, and I've tried talking to them. They're older, they don't care. It's like, if you're inside, why does your outside lights have to be on?
Well, that's the way they grew up.
Mine have to be on to keep people away.
That would attract people.
No, they can say, oh crap, he's home, I better not stop.
That's why they have cameras and have IRs.
I don't have any of that.
Well, talk to your landlord. Tell your landlord to put a Nest camera up that has an IR sensor in it.
It's not gonna happen.
They're $100. Cheap.
Yeah, it's still not gonna happen.
Anyway, that's what I did. And I don't really turn on my outside lights at all. But my
You
neighbors,
know how I dealt with my back light? My back porch light?
22.
No.
So I dealt with some of mine.
No, that's not how I've dealt with my back porch light.
Yeah, if light helps reduce crime, why is most crime during the day? Good one, George. Some light manufacturers advertise the lights as dark sky compliant but are not IDA approved. Some hardware stores sell lights labeled as dark sky. I'm going to have to get with you,
That are
Mike, and
not
figure out. I know it's on the website, but yeah, I'll have to definitely get with Mike and figure out.
I wasn't talking about robbers and thieves. I was talking about people who I don't want to see.
You know, you can see better in the dark than you can in the day with a blinding light.
So that's a really neat that you bring that up, because there was one day I was in, Dax and I went to bed and we were laying there. He's like, Mommy, it's dark. And I said, wait just a minute, you'll be able to see things. And so I started pointing out the things I could see. And then he started looking around. He could see things too.
I can personally see better in the night than I can in the day. Of course, I'm half blind too. So,
That's what's wrong with him at work.
yeah. That's why I squint a lot. And my head always hurts. So, I don't know. I feel better. I'm just more comfortable in the dark. So.
It's more comfortable in the dark.
It is. Can you turn that darn thing off? Kelly Clarkson?
The dark? What?
The Kelly
I don't
Clarkson
understand what's
ringtone?
happening right now.
Just
Anyway.
replace your light bulbs with dark light bulbs. You mean black ones? Black neons? Neon
Okay,
light bulbs?
back to me telling how I dealt with my back porch light.
Yes.
I turned it on and it finally burned out.
You just have to replace the bulb.
And I don't ever use it. So
What
is the point?
What is the point?
what is the point?
That is true. I mean, we could just do dark neons, like blackout lights.
Blackout.
That'd be cool. Be a cool time lapse,
Blackout light.
honestly.
I mean, why can't they? I mean, if they really want to have lights at night, why can't they just change them to red lights?
Sometimes it's hard to see house numbers with red lights. That's the problem.
That's why they make reflective paint. You just put it on the curb.
Like they did back in the old day on the curb.
Do you remember the people that used to come around and like, I'm with such and such school, and if you pay me $10, I'll put your.
No, I did see a YouTube guy doing that.
They
That was
actually.
pretty cool.
I don't think they do that anymore, but they used to have it on the curb for the.
Yeah, when I lived
for the.
when I was smaller, that's how our old house was. It was a white background with a black letter.
I yawned and then you yawned.
Yep.
Sorry, it's the nap time for us. Anyways,
We are old.
did you say we are old, or
Yes,
did you
we-
say okay?
we are old.
Better stick yourself in that bus too.
I'm more towards the front. You're more towards the back. Old lady.
So Mike Wiesner messaged me. I think it was Mike Wiesner. Emailed me about the show last week
Which show?
between you and Kent.
Oh, the showdown.
was
The Shorty Short showdown.
We haven't had our lunch yet.
When you
either.
get better and you don't sound like knocking on death's door, we'll take you out
Oh
to
yeah,
public.
he's had a cold. We don't
He's
want
got a
to.
head
We
cold.
don't. We don't
wanna
want to have lunch with
We
him.
don't be associated with someone that's going to
You
kick
can
over.
bring it, I guess.
No. We want you out in public. Public.
But see then, oh my gosh, I'm tired. But then I can't help it. But then Kent leaves Saturday,
Darn.
so we have to get our lunch tomorrow.
Y'all will have to get your lunch tomorrow. I can't. I lost. I get no lunch.
No, he's buying all of us lunch. That's what he
I can't have it.
said.
That's the problem.
Whatever. You can go over there and find something
Paul
to eat.
can have. You
They
can have my
grilled
leftovers.
chicken.
You can have my leftovers.
He
Or
had
you can have
grilled
2
chicken.
meals, so your dinner and lunch is taken care of. I'm looking out for you.
Oh, whatever.
You.
Grill. You could have grilled chicken and a salad.
I'd rather grill my own chicken.
Yeah, but Ken's paying for it, so who cares?
I'd rather grill my own chicken.
You
You can't change my mind. I'm stubborn. Nope.
You should go.
Certain way I like my meat cooked.
What you
Usually.
should do is go and order a whole bunch of food and then take it home to your kids.
No.
Why?
No.
Why?
They eat enough.
Oh my gosh.
They eat enough.
Are you saying you starve your children?
No, but yeah. The children starve us because they eat everything in the house. They eat everything in the house. This is definitely. You can tell we were prepared for this episode.
We were not prepared for this episode. I'm telling you, I've been behind a computer all day.
I don't even know who's going to be on the show tomorrow. That's how.
We're a little
behind I
behind.
am.
We're running a little behind.
I've just been too busy.
But at least we're real about it.
Yeah.
At least we're real about. We just talked about what you just told us to talk about.
Yeah.
I mean, we have Mount Wilson.
Grumpy britches.
What did he say?
I don't know. All I hear is coughing and dying over there. That's all I hear.
Help it, I'm gonna die.
And we all are. There's a
Okay,
moment we're born.
go back and find that crazy article that we found earlier on the internet.
Which one?
About the rings and the dinosaurs.
Oh, the Saturn thing?
Yes, I want you to go back and find this because this is absolutely. I don't know if I.
I'm sure it happened. Sure.
Do you think it happened?
What else would not happen?
It's called Space News. Where
I don't
is
know
it?
if it'll be up there anymore. It was something about the rings of Saturn smacking its own moon.
Blew out its own moon or something
blew
when
out
the
its own-
dinosaurs roamed the Earth.
Yeah.
Tyler, I'm sending you a VMAX so you can share the screen.
No, there's nothing to see.
There's nothing.
I can't find it. I can't find it.
We can't find it.
Can't find it.
He just got rid of it.
Send it to you anyway.
Okay.
You just. I don't know. What did it say? Did we finish reading it? I
No.
started reading it and then it clicked away.
Some of that stuff I don't even. I don't.
I mean, how do you? Okay, so legitimately, if somebody got into this and was just starting to research things, how would you know what's accurate and what's not?
It's not like you can't just go dig up the rock and just give it a year date. It's like, oh, that was Phobos. Huh. How do you know?
How do you honestly know?
You don't. That's the thing.
Like
that's
somebody
all
could just come up with like
speculation.
like the other day, a couple weeks ago, was it you, Paul, that was talking about the chorizo sausage in the Mars picture?
It wasn't in the Mars picture. It was the James Webb.
James Webb.
Well, yeah. And that wasn't me, it was him.
Chorizo.
So I mean, how do you not know?
I don't know. They're scientists, so I can't question their thoughts.
No, that was just some guy that just randomly said that it was a picture from the James Webb, and a whole bunch of people believed him.
Oh, well.
Why not?
Gullible people. That's all I can tell you.
I mean, how do you know?
You can tell by the star shape of the pattern. Because James Webb produces a specific star shape. When he takes pictures of stars, it makes a weird pattern. It's kind of like a Newtonian. It's got spikes, but it's a little bit more weirder about it. So you can kind of tell that if it's an actual James Webb picture or not. Unless it's taking a picture of a planet, then it's a little harder. But the picture of Jupiter was pretty neat in the infrared.
Oh, I didn't see the one on Jupiter.
You didn't see that one?
No.
Oh, standby caller.
Guess what? Okay, so Wade, one of our customer service reps, he goes to the post office for us sometimes. And yesterday he went to the post office and he brought back a first edition James Webb telescope stamp for me. It was so nice.
Oh, this is gonna have sound. No, I don't want that. No, I just want images.
He's trying to find the Jupiter picture.
Yeah, it's right there. It's right here.
That is the actual picture. Are you sure that's on the Indian Express?
Yes, I'm aware of what it's on. I'm aware of the source. Oh, come on.
I love how it like loads all this stuff and you can't even look at what you're looking at.
Yeah.
That's the actual picture.
That's the actual picture.
So why is the top and bottom blue?
That's a great question. Maybe someone with an actual science background can tell me.
And what is that ring thing coming
That's
off?
the rings. Yeah, I didn't realize.
I didn't realize it. Oh my gosh. Take
hate
that away. There's an
stupid-
X down there. X,
There's an
X.
X right
Go
there,
down.
too.
No, not that one.
I just done.
My gosh, I wanted
yeah,
to see the
that's-
photo.
That's pretty interesting.
I wanted to see the rings.
That I'm sharing.
It's the southern aurora and the northern aurora, so it's like the aurora borealis for the northern and the southern.
I didn't know Jupiter had rings.
All right, thank you. Have any of you
Connor
seen
Bradley,
Close?
Close and I don't
yes.
watch. No,
It's a
because I
sci-fi
don't
movie,
watch.
you won't watch
I
it.
don't. No, I don't watch scary stuff.
Yeah,
It's not scary.
to you maybe. You got to think like a 5-year-old.
Did you just call me a 5-year-old? I'm so offended.
If it'll scare a 5-year-old, it'll scare any.
That is not true.
All of the Jovian planets have a ring system of some sort. There you go.
Oh, I
We
didn't
just
know
couldn't
that.
visibly see it, but since it's able to detect in the higher spectrum realm,
What are you showing us? What
it's
are
the
you?
James Webb.
I know.
I don't know what that is though. Oh, he's on the NASA news.
He's on the NASA website.
Oh my goodness!
Stop doing that
I was tired. Oh,
because I'm making you yawn.
oh, sorry.
There's an Annie. He titled our thing "Annie and Tyler Update."
Yeah.
There's an update with Annie and Tyler.
Apparently, we're not.
I didn't kill him today. That's the update.
No, we're not really giving much of an update. But you see how that star or planet has a weird pattern? Just the diffraction spikes kicking off the left, right, up, down.
Yeah.
That's how you know it's an authentic James Webb picture. Because there is only one telescope that can do that.
So I'm wondering if the top and the bottom is so white because it's colder up there.
I don't know. We'll never find out. Because that planet will kill you.
Why?
Because it's gas. That's
How
why
do we
that
know?
planet-
I just had this discussion with somebody else. Somebody, he said
Because science
he
says
said
so.
that we've sent stuff to there and it's literally gone in and never came out. And I'm like, well, how do you know that? How do you know there's nobody there?
Because they'd be, well, if they've adapted, you never know. But
Who says that they're human?
we don't know. We'll never know. We can send stuff in, but it doesn't come out. So it tells me that there's
And
a
we
lot
don't
of interference.
do we get any data back when we send stuff in?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I mean, honestly,
that'd
you
be
don't know if anybody's there.
No, we never will.
What if it goes in and those people do something and take it and keep it?
We'll never know.
We will never know.
Michael E. Lopez Aguilera poses during
The
what?
spacewalk.
Spacewalk? That's pretty cool. He almost looks fake in that picture.
You know, the coolest thing, I haven't flown in 20 years.
Except a couple weeks ago.
That's what I'm saying. I just flew this weekend, and seeing the sunrise was the most amazing thing.
Was it pretty neat?
It was beautiful. It was
Nice.
absolutely gorgeous.
Bright? Was it pretty bright?
No, it wasn't right at all. At all.
Why did the son go to college? That's how me and Ken felt.
No, I just think it's funny you're asking me my own jokes.
I just didn't know if you remembered. Is all. I would like to go see a space launch or a shuttle launch or something one of these days.
I've seen one.
See?
They know us already too well, huh, Mike?
It's like how these darn humans are sending more probes in. Destroy it.
Destroy it. What is this stupid thing that's come through? I gas cloud. What are all these photos that you're showing us?
They're talking about the Artemis launch.
So when is Artemis launching?
I think they pushed it back another month because they can't figure out, or I think they know where the leak's coming from. They're just trying to fix it.
So did they fix the first leak, or is it the
It's
same
the same leak. Same exact leak.
I feel like this is an episode of my What's Going On with the Car that I had to try to fix.
Oh, God.
Have you ever had that? Have you ever had a car that just could not get fixed?
No, because I usually just fix it. I don't take it to people that don't know what they're doing. Sorry.
I do know people that do know what they're doing.
These are James Elizabeth from the, yeah.
From the White House, yes. Yes, you are correct. And he's literally scrolling through them so fast.
That's what Paul does.
I mean, come on now. Come on.
But I think that's about it. I don't know. I mean, we've updated the wonderful people about what's going on in Arizona, which is next week, right? For a whole entire week?
Yeah, so whoever's going, I'm making a welcome package. You're going to get, if you're not already an Explore Alliance member, you will get a free Legacy membership, which is already free, but you're going to automatically be enrolled in that.
Sweet.
And you can upgrade that at any time to our Platinum membership. So why don't you tell them about our Platinum membership?
Why? That's what you're for.
Come on, Tyler.
It covers your scope from front to back.
This is a quiz hour for Tyler.
It just covers you from things that happen.
No, that's not all it does. That's not all.
That's all I
the
care
Platinum
about.
membership
That's
covers.
all I care
so
about.
the Platinum membership is $99 a year. You get a $100 gift card back whenever you sign up.
Yep.
There is a no-fault extended care package.
The part I only care about.
That
I love.
that goes along with it. What is this?
I don't know.
And then it also has, you get VIP access to events, dibs and discounts on new product.
Events.
Well, I just said that.
Prototypes. It possibly gives you at first access to prototypes, depending on what the prototype is. Mm-hmm. But that's a discussion on that one.
And then it gives you the opportunity to win contests and prizes.
But the most important thing is to protect your equipment.
No. You can get. Stop doing that. What is wrong with you?
Can't help it.
Okay. Thank you, George. I'm glad you're enjoying your Platinum membership. So, like I said, if you're going to go to the Arizona Dark Sky party, then, or actually now it's called something else, the Oracle Festival or
The
something.
X-59 is a test that NASA will conduct a community of light test of supersonic. Oh, it's the low boom demonstration. Aha! So basically, it's real low to the ground, and it goes really quick.
Blow you up.
Goes really, really quick.
You've never heard a sonic boom.
Have you ever been in an airplane when
By
they
the
were
time you hear a sonic boom, it's too late.
Have you ever been in an airplane where they were trying to make up for time?
Yeah. They don't go as fast as you. They go a lot faster than what you think, but they have to save fuel so they don't go fast.
Oh no, the airplane I was in on Monday was going fast.
Yeah. Well, they have to.
It was going fast. It was because they were trying to make up 45 minutes.
I'm telling you, they only do half throttle. They don't go. They don't go
I'm
as
telling
fast
you
as
that
those
that
things can
airplane
go.
was going a lot faster than the other three I was on because we came up. We hit the.
They have to go within a certain miles per hour while in the air. But if they try
We
to
hit
make
the
up
ground
time,
and I was like, "Holy cow!"
What's the speed of sound?
I don't know.
600 miles an hour. Huh?
About 700.
Yeah. So you wouldn't go more than 400 miles an hour.
Still pretty quick.
What is the typical? What is the average? What is the average speed for a flight?
Google.
Mike Wiesner's on here. What is the average
true.
speed for a flight?
For a commercial flight.
For a commercial
I'd
flight.
say commercial flight. I guess it just depends on what you're taking. Yeah, aircraft takeable speed around 460.
460 to 575.
Or seven. Oh,
That's
I'm
kilometers an
sorry.
hour. Calm down.
I'm telling you. Okay, so, but if
460 to 575.
It also depends on the plane and everything
please
else.
don't yell at me.
It all depends on a lot
I'm
of
not
things.
yelling. I'm trying to get you to hear me.
I can hear you very well. That doesn't mean that I'm
Wait, I like your
going to
answer.
acknowledge you.
Paul, the speed of sound is the speed of which sound travels. Bam.
Okay, so, but I still think that they were going way faster than the other three airplanes I was
How
on.
can you tell?
When
Did you get out with a speed gun to go,
Because
Mike.
when you stop and you're like, "Arr," and then all of a sudden you're still going, and then all of a sudden it's like you really hit the brakes and you're like, "Arr."
Well, that's just them applying brakes.
I'm telling you.
That's just
Telling you we're going a lot faster
that's just
than
inertia.
those other three planes.
It's trying to slow a heavy ass plane
That's
or
a
heavy
private.
plane.
Oh, that's the other question. How
that's-
fast is a private jet?
Private jet, that's probably faster because I don't think they care.
No, they're not
Same.
faster.
You can't sit there and tell me that a jet is faster than a 737.
Oh, we flew on an 800. Is that what they're called? We flew on a 737, but then we got in a bigger plane because the other one was late.
Yeah.
Is it an 800? Is that
I
right?
don't know. I have no idea. I don't know the planes.
I don't know planes either. I don't know planes either. Speed of sound is 767 miles per hour. Rats, I forgot to send Annie an email about the Alliance Platinum membership.
Better do it now, Mike.
Do it now! Do it now!
Do it now. I think that's about wraps up.
You can email me at explorealliance@explorescientific.com.
Average cruise speed for a 737 is 543 miles an hour.
That's a big plane, though. That's a huge plane.
I still think we went on an 800. I still think we went on an 8 because the fourth plane we went on was bigger than that.
How do you know? Did you get out and measure it? Or did you count
No,
the
I
did you
looked
count
at
the
the
engines?
little.
You counted the engines, didn't you? That's what you did.
God, Lord help me. I looked at the information packet in front of me.
See, speed of sound varies with altitude and temperature.
Ooh.
Yep. But I think
Because the density of the air.
I think the FDA or whatever the flight people, FFA, you can only travel this fast wherever for commercial.
Well, you rip the wings off the airplane.
That too, depending on, especially if you hit a bad pocket of air. And
If your airspeed is 400 miles an hour and your ground speed is 900 miles an hour, you've got a real problem.
yeah, I don't know.
I don't understand what he just said.
Speed is a problem.
It might have been a
Any-
787. It's like a 787 dash something. I thought it was an 800.
How many engines does it have on it?
I didn't count the engines.
Probably 2 per wing.
Good Lord, I was chasing a 5-year-old trying to get him on an airplane.
Oh, hard.
But
Sedative.
it was really cool. It was really cool. We got on the airplane, and the flight attendant, Daxton, had his moon shirt on, and it glows in the dark anyways. But and they're like, I love your shirt. And one of the attendants goes, we had a clear moon last night, I think. And I went, yeah.
What's a clear moon?
Anyways, I don't know. Don't ask me. Full moon, what? I don't know. I don't remember what he said. Anyways, again, I'm literally a pack mule trying to take care of a 5-year-old at that point in time. No chit chat.
No problem going to Florida with a 5-year-old. No problem.
You also have a wife that helped you and another child to help you.
Well, so?
By myself.
It's not hard. It's called a sedative.
No, he was fine. Anyways, and so he, it might have been a 737 to 800. Anyway, so he goes, I said, yeah. He goes, do you like the moon? And Daxton said, yeah. And I said, yeah. I said, I work for a telescope company. And both of them turned around and immediately looked and was like, that's cool.
Yeah.
Then, of course, that was all.
Not a whole lot of people know that there's telescope companies out there.
Yeah. Yeah, it was neat. It was neat. It might have been a 737. I got on 4 planes. I do not remember. But
It went up and went down. That's all I cared about. That's all I care about when I get into a plane. It goes up and goes down.
Boeing.
Boeing.
Funny name for a company building airplanes. Boeing.
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 We actually have an air company here. Pratt & Whitney. Build engines. For
Pratt and who?
Pratt & Whitney.
Build engines?
Engines for airplanes. Whitney, yeah. Pratt & Whitney.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're local.
We went to, we did not fly out of X&A. We went to Tulsa and flew out of Tulsa.
It's a heck of a trip.
No, it was $100 cheaper
Yeah, but how much you spend in gas?
just at $3 a gallon.
Plus toll. Hey, just saying.
No, I always fly UFOs.
I'm with you just to argue.
I like Mike. Yes, he likes to do that.
Just trying to help you pay
He
save
does.
money.
He also tells me whenever I need to have things done to my car, and he's like, "You can do that yourself," and I say, "No, I'd rather pay for the convenience."
Absurdity.
About your car, I'll tell you the same thing. I changed my own clutch.
Okay, I don't care. I will pay for the convenience of somebody else doing it.
Yes,
Just a clutch. He didn't say anything about transmission. He just said clutch.
Listen, I had to have the whole front end of my car taken off just to replace the air conditioner.
Couple bolts.
A couple bolts.
A couple bolts.
Literally, the whole front end had to come off so I could change the AC. That blew up. I should have got a picture of it for you, and I forgot.
Yep.
It was huge, that hole, and that was huge.
Wishbone rear differential.
Not hard. Remember, you built a house. You can do anything.
Yes, I have helped build a house twice. In fact, I stripped my own cabinets down all by myself.
That's a pain.
Stripped them down, sanded them, pulled off all the doors, restained everything, and I scraped popcorn ceiling off the off the ceiling. Yeah, I did all of that.
You know the trick to get the popcorn ceiling off?
Water.
Yep. Let's dampen it for a little bit. Other than that, folks, I think that's today's show.
So Annie
We
is not
literally-
frilly and foo-fooey is what I'm saying.
Mike, identified. Mike Overrecker drives UFOs.
I know. We need to hop on his. We need to hop on his airplane, whatever with his aircraft, and so
UFO.
we can go wherever. What is it called? Tell us the name of your
It's a
your
flying
company.
object.
Of your company. So we can use you next time we need to fly somewhere.
When I need freaking flyer miles. I can use my freaking flyer miles.
Yeah, Mike, we actually had a 3,000 square foot home that was burned, and we rebuilt it from the ground. We ripped everything down the studs and rebuilt it.
That's insane. Golly.
I'll have to show you pictures one time, Tyler. I don't think I've shown you pictures of it.
I can't have either. You show me
The upstairs, we didn't even go into one area, the upstairs, because there was a hole in the floor, and we were afraid we were going to fall through it because there was so much stuff.
Usually you fall through holes if you're not careful.
So, but yeah, we bleep gore before you said. I love it.
It sounds like a Mars attack ship. Bleep Garp.
So Tyler likes to pick on me. Anyways, when we remodeled rearranged the store, like to pick on me.
I don't pick on you. It's
Yes,
it's like
you don't know how to
brotherly
do
love.
stuff.
Right.
That's what he tells me.
Right. That's what
But
want
see,
you
I
to
also
think.
like to play the devil's advocate and be the girl that's like, I can't do this. Can you do it for me?
Yep. There it is. Got the truth out.
But then also he gets me out there and makes me pick up Exos 2 GT mounts,
By yourself.
68 pounds.
Keep going.
Okay. Anyways, this has been the portion of how Tyler
This is the update here at Explore Scientific with Annie and Tyler.
how Tyler likes to be mean to Annie.
I'm not mean. You haven't seen me.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, we actually tease each other a lot.
Need to get you out whenever the heck you have free time to do some astrophotography.
When
That's
do
what you need to do.
when do I have free time?
I have free time all the time because you got to make it. You got to make free time.
Are you going to school full time?
You're not going to school full time?
Yeah, I sure am.
No, because
Are
I'm
you,
not
go, are,
made
you
for
going,
school.
are you going to
I'm
school
not
full
made for
time?
school. I'm not made for
And
school.
I'm working full time.
So,
Mr. Madison, what you have just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response. Is that from a show?
yeah, it's Billy Madison. That's why I said Mr. Madison.
I got to go back and watch. I haven't watched that movie. I haven't watched that movie forever.
That's when they're doing their debate.
I'm going to have to go back.
Now
and watch it.
everybody in this whole room is completely dumb.
He's
Yes,
dumber.
is dumber. Is now dumber.
Are you?
because of it.
You're saying that our whole show was rambling? Is that what he's saying?
Yes. It made no sense, any way, shape, or form, and our
What's
poor
sad-
audience
what's sad
is
Wade,
now completely dumb.
What's sad is Wade is actually still on here watching,
You know,
so he must be enjoying it somewhat.
Wade enjoys the comedy hour.
He does enjoy that. We're really gonna have to go back. I got to get Kent and Scott
I
together.
think we need to have round two.
You want to have round two?
I'll have round two. Sure. Have round two.
More dad jokes. I'm excited.
But that's it. And I got to go figure out who's going to be on my show tomorrow. I still have no idea.
Fred.
Fred Bob?
Fred.
I am loving it. Who's Fred?
I don't know.
Me either. Is it
Just dial random numbers.
Fred.
Are you Fred? Are you
Is
into
this Fred?
astrophotography? Come be on the show with me.
Fred or you, Fred? I'm not Bleak Gorp 47.
Where
Good
you?
corp.
What did he say? Where are you even close to? I didn't hear. I didn't see that last comment. It was long.
Cool.
That is it. That's all we have.
Sorry, folks. You're disappointing again.
We're not disappointed.
Brr, brr, brr.
This is why I dragged Tyler on the show with me because we it's like Scott. Scott gets on here and we just die laughing the whole time. It's
Scott
fine.
actually makes sense. I just look like a bigger meh.
Scott doesn't make sense. Scott and I will start, like literally, we'll be in here dying laughing about things.
Lordy. I want to know what Mike is standing next to in his picture. It looks like a plane wave and a software bisque mount. Mike Overacker, in your profile picture, what are you standing next to?
I think that's a telescope.
It is a telescope, but I think it's a plane wave, CDK. It's either a 12 or a 24 with a software bisque mount. Very nice equipment, if that's what he's using. I'm jealous.
Don't be jealous.
Jealous.
You already have lots of things.
I have no things. I have children. They take all the things.
You have, your children do not take your
They
things.
take all the things.
No, they don't. You buy many things for yourself.
It's a RCOS 20. God, it'd be nice. On a Paramount ME. I just want to image with one of those one of these days.
Well, go visit Mike, and you will probably. He'll probably let you.
Yeah.
Where does Mike live?
I'm not entirely sure. It's a good question.
I
don't know
probably
if
could look it up.
I don't know if he wants to bestow upon
No, he doesn't
information
have
on
to
live
bestow that
chat.
to everybody. That's why I just said I probably could look it up. I probably could look it up.
Golf match?
It's called
Stop.
customer service.
It's called customer service, and I can look up
Customer service.
So we're gonna have our first ever Explore Star
Oh, he lives in Virginia. Not far, actually.
Explore Store.
Floor store.
We're
Come on.
going to be doing the Explore Store Star Party.
The Sun Star Party. Because we're looking at the sun as well.
Is that what it's called?
The Explorer Store Sun Star Party. Yes.
See what happens. I'm gone for 2 days, and everything just gets changed.
What's the point? Don't leave. New venture for yes, time rental. Yeah, I mean, if anybody wants to image that can't image, all they got to do is call me. They can set up a remote setup, and they can image on a Takahashi 106, or they can image a ES 127 FCD 100, and eventually a 9 1/4 SCT.
Are you saying that you're renting your stuff?
I'm not renting it yet, unless someone's willing to pay. I mean, I can just give them. It's not like I can't change an IP address.
I see what you're saying.
I can give them the ability to image if they haven't imaged.
5 o'clock.
Cool. It's 5 o'clock.
It's
4:58 actually.
It's 4:58. Back to the Star Party. So I figured out that we are going to have one of our faithful viewers coming.
Mike Wiesner,
No,
Greg Turner,
no,
Kent Marks,
Hey,
no.
Annie,
Well, all of us are going to be here.
then who? Mike Overbacker
He lives just a hop and a skip over.
in Oklahoma. Mm-hmm. Who would that be? Who would that be? I don't know who that is. Who is it?
You don't know who lives in Oklahoma?
There's a ton of customers that live in Oklahoma.
But there's one that's always on here watching.
Harold Locke.
Harold Locke does not live in Oklahoma.
I don't know. You know more about the
Norm
customers than I do.
Hughes.
Mr. Hughes, but I haven't seen him on all day.
You've only been here once. You've only been on this show once.
I haven't seen him
It's
on
probably
all day.
because you were going to be on here.
Correct.
So yeah, so we have an event on our page. If you are going to,
Or you can use my go-to. Oh, the go-to 20-inch Dob.
squirrel. Anyways, if you're gonna be attending, please show us that you're going to be attending our first ever
Should be our one and only.
Explore Star. No, Scott says he wants to try to do it annually.
How about we see how the first one goes before we pop open that can of lids?
It's going to go amazing.
Oh, boy.
It's going to go amazing. No. That reminds me of Cheers.
That's all, folks.
Bye-bye.